Okay, so if you're running your own business, you know the deal, right? You're told you have to be visible, you have to be on every single platform all the time. But that pressure, it leads to one thing: total and complete burnout. Today, we're going to talk about a way to get noticed without completely exhausting yourself. And this whole idea comes from a really smart article by Denise Wakeman at Your Visibility Edge. She has this pretty radical idea for business owners who are feeling overwhelmed, and it's that doing less can actually get you more. Let's dive into that. I mean, does this sound familiar to you? You're trying to juggle LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook, and maybe you're even thinking about TikTok. And it's this constant cycle of posting and commenting and trying to chase the latest algorithm. It feels like a second full-time job, doesn't it? And let's be real here, it is exhausting. If you've ever had that feeling, that sense of being spread so incredibly thin that you just want to shut it all down, you are so not alone. It's a super common feeling, but the way out isn't what you probably think. So here's the big idea. What if the path to getting more clients and having less stress isn't about being everywhere? What if it's about choosing one place and really, truly showing up there? This is where things start to get really interesting. So let's really unpack this strategy of focused energy. We're going to call it the power of one. And it's all about making a real, genuine impact instead of just adding to all the noise out there. Just look at the difference here. It's really night and day. On the left, you've got the burnout model, trying to be everywhere, your energy gets stretched, and your content ends up being kind of generic, just posting for the sake of posting. But on the right, you've got the purposeful model. You concentrate your energy, you create high-quality stuff that people actually care about, and it feels good. It feels meaningful. I love this metaphor because it's so perfect. Think about your marketing. You can either set off a whole bunch of tiny little firecrackers that nobody really notices, or you can launch one massive, brilliant firework that lights up the whole sky and makes everyone stop and look up. That's the power of focus. And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? It's not about the quantity of what you post. It's about the quality. When you concentrate on just one platform, you give yourself the time and space to really get good at it, to learn its quirks, and to create content that really pops. Okay, but why does this work so well? Well, it's because it's not just about getting eyeballs on your stuff. It's about building real human connections, and that's what actually drives a business forward. Check out this number, 76%. That is a huge clue about what really makes people decide to buy something. But 76% of what? And there it is. A whopping 76% of people will choose a brand they feel a real connection to. This isn't just about a one-time purchase. This is about building the kind of trust that creates loyal customers and people who rave about you to their friends. And honestly, it is almost impossible to build that feeling when you're juggling 10 different platforms. So how does focusing actually build that connection? Well, first off, your content just gets better because you have more time to be thoughtful. You can show up consistently, which is absolutely key for building trust. You actually start to master the platform. And here's the big one. You have time for real, meaningful engagement. And that means not just posting and running, but joining conversations, asking questions, and being a real member of the community. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? You could be the most visible person online, but if you're not actually connecting with anyone, it's not going to do you any good. Real connection is what turns a random follower into a loyal client. All right, so theory is great, but how do you actually do this? Let's talk about a super simple, no-pressure plan you can start, tomorrow. Let's call it your 30-day experiment. It's just 4 simple steps. That's it. First, pick one platform, just one. Second, commit to focusing only on that platform for 30 days. It's just a month. Third, make a simple plan. We're not talking about some massive, complex spreadsheet. Just decide what's one valuable thing I can share each week. And finally, track what happens. And I don't just mean likes. I mean conversations, new connections, real relationships. And hey, if you're sitting there thinking, I don't even know where to start, don't worry. You've got a secret weapon. Your AI assistant can be an amazing partner in this little experiment. Let's look at a couple of specific prompts you can use. So for that first step, picking your platform, you can literally just copy and paste this into your favorite AI tool. Fill in your business type, your ideal audience, and boom, you've got a great starting point. For example, based on my business as a freelance graphic designer, which platform is best for reaching small tech startups? And then for creating the actual content, Same deal. Use this prompt. Just tell the AI your chosen platform and what your audience is struggling with, and it will spit out a ton of great ideas. This is all about working smarter, not harder, to create that amazing content we were talking about. Okay, so we've got the why and we've got the how. Now it's time to go from just thinking about it to actually doing it. Let's talk about your next move. And as you jump in, just remember a few things. First, consistency does not mean posting every single day. It just means showing up regularly, whatever that looks like for you. Second, this is just a 30-day test, okay? It's an experiment, not a life sentence. And finally, and this is so important, pay attention to the feedback you're getting from your audience. They'll tell you what's working. This quote from Arnold Glasso is, well, it's a bit of a gut punch, but in a good way. An idea is just a thought rattling around in your head until you do something about it. This whole strategy is a fantastic idea, but it's only going to work for you if you actually try it. And that really brings us to the big question for you right now. It's decision time. What is the one platform you're going to commit to for the next month? Pick one, go all in, and just see what happens when you decide to trade that overwhelming noise for some real, meaningful connection.